Please welcome family-friendly canine's new friend, Lila, for prong collar work today. Well, you can see this beautiful girl is excited to go. Lila's on a flat buckle collar here, and you can see that she's just really excited, pulling me all over the place, and just pull me down the street there, which she does with her family as well. So we're looking to solve at least that problem today and get her to walk nicely on a leash. Historically, Lila has not had much discipline on her walks. You can see here she's kind of going back and forth. She's peeing wherever she wants and just generally no discipline, and certainly not concerned about where I am, pulling me over here. So we're looking to solve for that today as well. Here's a close-up of the carabiner that we attach to the prong collar and then to her flat buckle collar for safety purposes. Always make sure that you have some safety precautions in place. Alright, now I get started with Lila here, and we're just going to start walking around. The key component here is I'm not really going to ask a whole lot from her. I'm not looking for position. I'm simply looking for her to feel the pressure of the prong collar and start to figure out how to turn the pressure off by coming towards the leash. Every time she breaks back towards me, as she will do here in just a moment, I mark that with a yes, and I give her a nice reward. She's a really sweet dog, and she starts to figure it out pretty quick, but this is really something that I don't like to rush. I like to go slow through this process to ensure that she's really learning all that she can about leash pressure and how to turn that pressure off and what that means. Everything we do from here we'll build on top of that same principle of leash pressure and the pressure coming on and coming off. This video is in slow motion so you can really see the difference between the tension in the leash and when she breaks back to me and how the leash gets nice and loose. That really teaches her the difference between pressure on and pressure off. Okay, now I am asking her to start following me and paying attention to me. Right there you saw me turn back and the leash got tight and the prong collar got tight as well. As she came back to me, I marked it with yes and praised her. Now you see that the leash is not even getting tight even when I turn around. So I'm purposely doing these stop shorts and turn around, and you can see she's looking at me and coming right back to me without the leash getting tight or the prong collar pressure coming on. She's really got it, and she's really in tune with me at this point. And you can see I continue to mark it with yes and praise her. Okay, it's pretty clear that Lila has a good understanding of leash pressure and the work that we're doing here and how to come off of that leash pressure. So now I'm really asking her for that heel position behind my left leg. So we're starting to engage in that now and to learn that new position for her. Okay, now I really want Lila to understand that I need her to follow me and not lead in front of me. So as she's here in the heel position, I'm going to do some turns to engage her thought process around my body and to ensure that she stays in the position that's required. So I'm doing some left turns here, and we'll do some right turns as well, and really help her to focus in on my body and what I'm doing so that she can be in total follow mode as we are walking along. As we finish up our session, you can see here that she starts to really kind of slow down and fall behind me. So I'm keeping the leash pressure on until she gets into position and the leash pressure comes off again. So whether she's falling behind or trying to push ahead, the leash pressure works the same and really keeps her in the proper position, heel, right at my left leg. This is our cameraman for Family Friendly Canine, my son James, walking around with Lila. This is after we've done some of the foundation work that you've just watched, and you can see even James is able to walk nicely with Lila now. Prior to this, she would have pulled him down the street pretty severely, and he would have been really hard-pressed to be able to have any kind of control with her. But you can see she's really starting to pay attention to him now. It's really important for Family Friendly Canine that all of the family members are able to enjoy a great relationship with their dog, both inside and outside the house, as we have here. Now that we've completed the conditioning with the prong collar, Lila's excited to go back to her family and show them her new skills. Can't wait to teach them how to communicate with her and walk nicely on a leash as she's doing here. She's looking forward to a lot of fun walks. Finally, we're going to teach Lila the concept of thresholds and that it's really important that she not go blowing through the door in or out. You can see I'm holding the leash tight, and as soon as it breaks through and gets loose, I then go through the door and she follows me. That's a really important concept for Lila to learn because that will set her mind straight for the walk. If she's just blowing out the door with anxiety and excitement, it's going to be really difficult for her family to walk her, even with her new skills. So I'm really kind of going over this concept with her family here, and we're going to practice this a bunch of times with her to ensure she understands as we approach the door. She's going to stop, and when the leash is loose, and then she can follow whomever out the door and have a fun and successful walk together. So that's it for today. Lila's pooped, you can see here, but we had a great day, and she really learned a lot, and her family learned a lot, which means she's just going to have a lot of great walking with her family from here on out.